Okay, so Business Tech South Africa came in saying South African taxpayers lost 521 billion rand bailing out corrupt and mismanaged state-owned enterprises. Yo, what is happening in South Africa? South Africa have had 521 billion rand to, or have lost that kind of money to mismanagement of state-owned enterprises. South Africa, what's happening? Why? The name is Vadashi. This is the African time when you are discussing Africa and then Africa as a whole. Okay, well, what is happening here? To lose around 521 billion rand to state-owned enterprises. What is happening? Well, we'll see this. All right, this one came and says great, but the NHI, more VAT and land EWC will solve all our problems and things mentioned in the article above will magically disappear. Well, what was in the article and what would magically disappear by the NHI, the VAT, and then the EWC thing would happen to make this disappear? What is actually in the article? Can we actually dive inside and see what's happening in South Africa? Well, let's go. So by Business Tech South Africa, the cabinet says South Africa taxpayers have forked out an estimated 521 billion rand over the last 15 years to keep state-owned enterprises, that is SOEs, alive and have received nothing in return. Oh, that's so sad. Let's go. So it's despite the bailouts, many companies continue to fail due to financial mismanagement and corruption. The bailouts may be much higher than the Treasury estimated. During a speech at the end of February this year at the launch of the new World Bank report titled Driving Inclusive Growth in South Africa, Finance Minister Enoch outlined the amount of SOEs drained from the fiscus. He noted that the National Treasury estimated that as of March 2025, requests for bailouts and debt takeovers had cost the fiscus of around 520.6 billion rand over the past decade. Yeah. The South African state-owned enterprise have actually cost the South African taxpayers money for about 15 years now, and they have been bailing out the state-owned companies for 15 years now, and they have cost them 521 billion rand. And they are saying that mostly is the case of mismanagement and also corruption. These are the reasons why these state-owned companies are not doing well, and they always want to be bailed out by the state or by the taxpayers' money. That is so sad to see. Okay, let's go. So he says, he said the money to bail out state-owned enterprise was raised by cutting expenditures in other areas which have the country. These allocations, especially in the last few years, is nearly exactly the same as the amount the state had to cut from frontline services, including health, pension, provisional, and then SANDF, that is South African National Defense Forces. He says, while it's hard to illustrate how this has hurt the country, the Foundation for Rights of Expression and Equality, Free SA, give us a good idea of what the money could have built instead. Okay, now this is where things get interesting here. They are saying that all this money that have been used to bail out these state-owned companies have hurt the economy. And you want to know why or how? Well, see this. They are saying that they have actually used, or they use money that are allocated to some mostly important ministry or some mostly important side of the country, like the health department or the health ministry, like the South African National Defense Force ministry, and also they say the provisional or including pension pay and pension schemes too. You are using these most important sectors to pay off state-owned debts. Who does that? Why are you using the health money though? Why are you even using pension pay? Why are you even using the defense for the national budget or the military budget? Whoa. These are the core things for every country to thrive, to be safe. Health, military-wise, and then your old folks, your people that have actually worked for the country benefit. And you're actually using their money to pay for something you guys actually can attest that it's all caused by corruption and mismanagement. Bro, who does that? That's so unfair to the good people of South Africa, though. That's so unfair to them. Well, see this. So by the Free SA, it's a non-partisan policy search and advocacy organization that provides research and analysis of various government policies for the benefit of South African public. So according to Free SA, the bailout cost of 520.6 billion rand equate to over 800 and 600 rand per person in South Africa and could have been used to build over 8,600 new schools, over 2.6 million homes, and a police force 3 times the size of what it is today. Looking at the biggest receiver of these bailouts, Eskom has received the lion's share, with others such as South African Airways and the South African National Roads Agency getting their fair share. Okay, now this is what it is. They're saying that if you are to share or distribute that 521 billion rand money to every South African is to pay around 8,600 rand. Wow, and he's saying that this can also be used to build around 8,600 new schools, 2.6 million homes, and also can also be having to pay or get a police size 3 times the size of what the police size of South Africa have now. And they are saying that the sectors that actually receive most of these bailouts are the Eskom. They have the lion's share, the biggest share, the South African Airways, and then the South African National Road Agencies. These are the agencies that have been chopping a lot of the money or having to use most of these taxpayers' money for their benefit or for their bailouts. Okay, now this is it. This sound says let's raise VAT and have brackets creep so they can break a small. Brilliant business model. Well, that's a South African though. They are sharing their point of view to this comment. And this one says bailout means replacing funds that went missing into the pocket of ANC officials. So rephrase taxpayers bought ANC official luxury cars, holidays, homes, and Gucci shoes. So now you must raise VAT to replenish those funds so they can do it all over again. That is a South African sharing their thoughts. He's saying that, or he's saying that, what are you guys even saying bailout? You are telling us that you guys actually knows that this is all due to mismanagement and corruption. But they are raising VAT for us to pay more for them to go back to this, do the same things to build out these companies, run it again, and use the profit or the gains to buy luxury cars and places, homes and accessories, phones and bags, Gucci things, and then later come out again for us to build them again out. What is that supposed to mean? That means by just funding of corruption. Who does that? You guys know the issue here. Why don't you just solve the problem? That is what South Africans are saying. You also as South African can also share your point and view the comment section. The name is Vidashi. Thank you for your time, and this was something for you guys to know.